Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. We're gonna be doing knotless braids boho with body wave hair today. Last time I did my medium knotless braids, y'all love that video. The only thing I used was this raw African shea butter, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably gonna do that again. So here I thought I was gonna have 5 rows on the front of my head, but I ended up having 6, and it just made the braids look so much better and fuller. I feel like if I would have done 5, that it would have just been way too big. So here we're starting off on the first row, and we're using shea butter. No gel will be used in this video, and I'll be using nail glue to seal the ends of the braids. When you're doing your hair yourself, it's a little bit hard to determine if your hands are going to be underhand or kind of overhand. So you're going to do what works best for you. The first thing you want to do is always part your hair into 3 even sections to start off a braid. For some of my braids, I didn't start off immediately with adding extension because my hair is pretty thick and I wanted these braids to be pretty lightweight. So I just used my hair up until I felt like it started to get thin, and I was like, all right, let me go ahead and start adding some hair. Now let me slow it down to show y'all how I add the hair. So I'm adding the piece of hair to the middle piece and to the piece on the left hand side. And then I'm just continuing to braid. You never want to add the piece to the left side and right side. Always to the left and the middle, or the right and the middle. Just depends on which side your hands are on. So I'm going to show you guys exactly how I seal the ends of these braids. So for the ends of the braids, I wanted human hair, of course, at the ends. And I took a piece of the body wave hair that I had. Make sure it's not too like blunt. You want to make sure it's kind of tapered. So you're going to add that piece, just like you braid, to the left hand side and the middle. And then you're just going to continue to braid. As you can see, this piece I'm using for the human hair is a little bit thicker. I braided it all the way there. You can see the difference between the thickness and the thinness of the braid because I've added the human hair, but that's fine. Don't worry about it. It's honestly not going to be that noticeable if you dip it, and it's just not really a big deal, especially if you're doing it on yourself. You'll be okay. At the end, I take a little bit of the braiding hair that's left at the end and I create a knot. Once I create that knot, I just put the nail glue on top of that knot, and then I start to wrap that piece of braiding hair around that knot. After that, I go ahead and cut the excess straight pieces off, leaving the body hair by itself. I know you guys can't see exactly what I'm doing. My camera wasn't high enough to show you, but that's what it should look like afterwards. When you're braiding and if you don't know how to do a plait, you're basically parting your hair into 3 pieces, and then you're just moving that middle piece to the right and then moving the middle piece to the left, and so on and so forth. And that's how you can look at it if you aren't like able to understand like how braiding works. But of course, for my human hair pieces, I'm kind of just leaving the pieces out as I braid. So I'm just sticking it in between as I braid, and then I'm just like pulling it out as I continue to braid. So what I'm doing here is basically every time I move up a row, I'm not putting a braid right on top of a braid. So right now I'm done with the first section in the front. Let's see how many braids I have. 3, 4, 5, 6, 15 braids on this side. And I have 6 rows. I thought I was gonna do 5, but I ended up doing 6. 1, 2, 3, 4,
6 rows up at the front. I definitely didn't want to do that many, but it just wasn't gonna come out right, I feel, because of how big I'm doing the parts, because I already have a smaller head and I have to make sure that, girl, just that's what happened. Okay, can't really see the vision completely of it, but I think it'll be okay. I think it'll be cute. On this row I have 3. On this row I think I have 3. On this row I have, I think, 3. On this row I have 2, 2, and 2. Time is 1:50, and I started at, I think, 10:15. So 10 to 11, 11, 12, 12 to 1. Almost like 1 to 2. So almost 4 hours just for this. Just for this! It is what it is. So hey y'all, a little update. It's 5:10 p.m. and I got the entire front done. I have another 6 rows on this side, of course. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And for the rows, I have 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, and 3. I'm missing a braid to match this side over, like over here, but it's whatever. Okay. Oh, and my rack only had 1 pack of hair on it, and I haven't used the entire thing yet. So there's still hair on the rack, and I've only used 1 pack.
Now let's get into how I'm doing the back of my hair. I'm using a 3-way mirror that you can buy on Amazon. It's literally so cheap. I think it's like $25. You can put it on your towel rack. You can put it on top of the door. But I put mine on top of a full-length mirror. One of those ones you can buy at like the dollar store or something. One of those full-length mirrors. Nothing too crazy. So here I'm just looking at the mirror on the left-hand side. And I'm looking through that mirror to see the mirror behind me, which is the mirror on the right-hand side. And that's basically how you use a 3-way mirror. And it's so, like, life becomes easier when you have this. I know people use their phones and stuff. I don't have time for all that because I'm trying to record on my phone and do other things. So using this 3-way mirror helps, like, so much. I love this mirror. So I'm basically just braiding my hair in the back. And you see how my hands kind of, like, flipped, and now they're on top of the braid. Now they're going to be kind of under the braid. It's so hard to explain. It's like I have to be in person with people to teach them how to braid, but you guys say that I kind of explain things pretty okay, so I hope you guys can understand. So now it is 7:35, as y'all can see here. I started the back at like 5 something, so the back kind of took me like 2 hours, but that's this whole, so this was up here with this, so that's this whole section over here. Now I'm about to start the middle section of my head. I basically just connected this row to the other side, this row. So, ooh, and I feel like I might can finish today, but we are going to see. And it gets real messy when you do hairstyles like this. Like, don't think my floor don't look crazy right now. It's a mess in here. Not gel everywhere, but like products, hair. I've been cutting, like, hair is everywhere, babe. On this last row right here, I think I have 4. I think it's 4. Let me see if I can see. Yeah, 4 there, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess it's another 4 right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 on this row, 4 on this row, and 4 on this row. I know you like to ask like how many rows and how many braids and how many everything. So for the human hair pieces, I made sure to put at least like 3 on each braid, to be quite honest. Some of them in the back might have like only 2 pieces, but most of these have at least 3 pieces on each braid. So I ended up using about a bundle and a half. I didn't even end up using like 2 packs of hair. I think I used only 1 pack of hair. Apparently like 2.5 bundles of braiding hair. But this hairstyle is so lightweight, y'all. Like it really came out exactly how I wanted it to come out. And for some of the pieces, they were like sticking upwards, and I really didn't like that. So what I did was just take my crochet needle after I got done with the hairstyle, and I stuck it close to where the human hair was, and I kind of just crocheted it back down into the braid because some of them were just sticking upwards, and I really didn't want that look. I didn't want it to like stick out of the braid like too harshly. So if you guys have this issue, you can always use a crochet needle to put close to that human hair and pull it back into the braid and out through the other side. But y'all, this is the finished look. I really like how messy it is, honestly. I didn't use any gel for this hairstyle once again. And my roots are really good. Like, they're not really messing up or anything. I've been wearing my hair to the gym. I've been making sure to maintain my curls. And it's just been like a ball with this hair. I love this body wave on this hair. So if you've made it to the end of the video, make sure that you comment down below what you think of the knotless braids with body wave. I know a lot of people usually just get deep wave or some type of curl, but I kind of wanted it to just be like more relaxed. So let me know what you guys think of body wave. Do you like the body wave? Would you still want to get deep wave? What are your thoughts on this curl pattern? I mean, a wave pattern. It's not even a curl. But yeah, comment down below. Let me know. And also, make sure you are subscribed because I know you come here just for little tips and tricks, but you might as well subscribe. Okay? Anyway, y'all, see y'all in my next video. Bye.